Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a story that could change the way you look at something you've held in your hand for years. Today's episode is about a coin that most people overlook, yet carries a tale of economy, identity, and a surprising value that will leave you thinking differently about pocket change. Let's take a close look at the Turkey 5 Kuruş coin from 2020. At first glance, it might seem ordinary. A small coin, worn, easy to overlook, something used to make exact change at a market stall or pay for a simple item. It's not gold, it's not silver, it doesn't gleam like precious metal. But what it is a piece of history from a time of significant economic growth and change in Turkey. And for those who understand coins, who appreciate the stories behind metal and minting, this 5 Kuruş carries far more than its face value suggests. The year 2020 was one of upheaval around the world. Economies shifted, lives changed, and countries like Turkey were navigating global uncertainty while asserting their own national identity. The 5 Kuruş coin reflects this moment in time. It is more than currency. It is a symbol of resilience, of everyday life carried on in markets and bazaars, at checkout counters and street vendors. It witnessed people going about their routines, paying for necessities, and passing it hand to hand in moments both ordinary and memorable. For many men in the 55 to 65 age group, coins like this stir memories. Memories of travel, of time spent in Turkey, or of watching Turkey's growth from afar. Coins are like tiny anchors to moments we once lived, moments of discovery, work, connection, and simple human experiences. Most people look at a coin and see metal. But those who have lived through decades know that every coin tells a story. And this 5 Kuruş coin has a story worth listening to. The design of the 2025 Kuruş is rooted in Turkey's modern identity. It carries inscriptions and motifs that reflect national pride, continuity, and a connection to heritage. Unlike older coins that may depict classical symbols, this coin blends tradition with a contemporary touch. Every curve and inscription was chosen by designers with intention, creating something that circulated widely and remained part of everyday life for millions. What makes the 2025 Kuruş especially interesting to collectors is not just its design, but its context. The global conditions of 2020 meant that mints around the world were adjusting their operations. Some coins were struck with slight variations. Some batches had minute differences in metal composition or finish. To the casual observer, these differences are invisible. To a seasoned collector, they are opportunities, clues that help create value over time. Collectors pay close attention to minting quality. They look at strike sharpness, edge definition, metal color, and texture. They study how the coin appears under different lighting, how crisp the letters are, how perfect the relief is. These details matter most to serious coin enthusiasts. For someone who has collected coins for years, they are the difference between ordinary pocket change and a piece worth preserving. You might be thinking it's just a small coin from 2020. And that's exactly what makes this story fascinating. Because when most people dismiss something as ordinary, that is often when value quietly grows. The scarcity of uncirculated, pristine examples increases naturally over time. If most coins are used, worn, bent, or lost, then the few that remain in near-perfect condition become rare. And rarity is one of the foundations of value in numismatics, the study and collection of coins. The Turkey 5 Kuruş coin of 2020 also represents a generation of coins that circulated during a period of digital payment growth. As contactless transactions, online payments, and digital wallets became more common, physical coins experienced a new kind of demand dynamic. In many places, coins like this were still used, but often exchanged less frequently than in past decades. That reduced circulation for coins like the 5 Kuruş means that fewer of these coins remain in top condition today. Another important factor collectors consider is provenance, the traceable history of a coin. If a coin comes from a preserved collection, untouched since it left the mint, its value can be significantly higher than one dug out of pocket change. Provenance tells a story, and stories matter. They remind us of the human side of coin collecting, the hands that once held these pieces, the moments of life in which they were used, the journeys they've lived. Coins are also measured by their demand among collectors. What might seem like a small base value can grow dramatically when a coin becomes sought after. For the Turkey 5 Kuruş 2020, there is a growing interest among collectors who focus on modern coins, variations, and emerging currencies. This interest is not just about nostalgia, it is about understanding history as it unfolds. It's about capturing moments in metal that represent both economic systems and human interaction. For men in their mid-50s to mid-60s, coins often evoke a sense of reflection. You remember the weight of coins in your pocket, the clink they made on counters, the way a particular coin reminded you of a trip or a conversation. You understand that value is not only measured in price, but in memory, in the journey, in the quiet stories that coins carry without speaking a word. So when you hold a 5 Kuruş coin, don't see just its denomination. See the hands it passed through, the markets it paid in, the lives it touched. See a moment captured in time, a piece of history that, years from now, could wow collectors and historians alike. Now let's talk about the number that makes many eyes widen. Under exceptional circumstances, with perfect condition, rare minting variations, and collector demand peaking at the right moment, the Turkey 5 Kuruş coin from 2020 has been associated with values reaching up to an incredible $9 million. Yes, you heard correctly, $9 million. This is not a claim about every coin in your pocket, but one of the rarest, most pristine specimens, with unique characteristics that serious numismatists recognize and covet. These extraordinary values emerge when a coin ticks every box: extreme rarity, perfect preservation, historical significance, and high demand in the collector community. When those factors converge, an everyday coin transforms into a treasure. The story of this 5 Kuruş coin reminds us that every small object has potential beyond what the eye first sees. In closing, remember that coins are more than currency. They are snapshots of history, pieces of culture, and vessels of memory. And sometimes, hidden inside the ordinary, you find something extraordinary. So take a closer look at the coins in your hands, in your drawers, in old collections. You never know what history, and what incredible value, might be waiting for you.